path is what I see is the evolution of coaching of salespeople, which is enabled by a lot of the tools you've talked about and other tools that I'm sure are going to evolve that let you do kind of, I'll call it augmented coaching for the sales leader. That, if you just look at some of the conversational intelligence stuff that you're doing, and you can look at the end of a forecast meeting, you can kind of tell, hey, what was going on in that encounter? And as you talk through deals, thinking about what's actually important on that deal, the ability to give more insights back to the seller from the AI, and then at the same time, insights to the sales leader on what's really the most important things that you should be coaching your seller on right now in their pipeline. I'll give you a perfect example, which is something you do now, which is it's not about having a deal score. The number of a deal score to me to some degree is irrelevant. What's important is when you look at the reasons that the AI can tell you, this is why this deal is either good or risky, can lead to really good coaching from the sales manager to the seller. And it just has to be delivered the right way. So there's an evolution that has to happen with the sales manager about how do you do that conversation? Because it's not a tell the salesperson how they're screwing up and tell them how to fix it. You can't do it that way. It's not going to be received by the seller. It's got to be about a really Socratic process that you take the insight from the AI, and then you start asking open-ended, probing questions of the seller to kind of draw it out. Because the thing is, if you lead them in the right direction, the seller's going to come to the conclusion themselves. And if it's coming from them instead of you telling them, then it's theirs. And they're going to do it because it came from themselves. And that's, to me, the most important thing in the coaching, what I think is really going to evolve. Because today it's from a limited data set of what the sales manager happens to have seen or picked up on in the last few days. And I think a lot of the coaching that goes on today is largely anecdotal. And it doesn't have enough science behind it. And that's what I think gets enabled.